So she's so excited, and she can magic is leaving her and going into the stone. And then the next thing that Ming and they're totally taking this by surprise. The stone catches on fire. The jet of flame shoots off the top of it, and then suddenly the flames form around the stone called the stone lodestone there, and it solidify into a form. And both Ming and Jem eyes are super wide at this point. An elemental has showed up, a fire elemental. And so at this point, she says the one verbal command that she believes is all she has to say. She says, "Kill them both! Turn them to ashes!" Okay, we're just diving straight into the combat this time. We know what happened last time. Let's get into it. We've got a fire elemental, Jem's little sister, this little necromancer type girl, Ming and Jem. Everyone's got to roll initiative, so let's get that out of the way first. Fire elemental will roll theirs. 15. The Jem's little sister will roll hers. 9. So first will be Jem. She's +4. She's going to have a 12. And Ming is going to have, that's going to be an 18 initiative. So awesome. So Ming's going to go first. He's going to be looking at the fire elemental, looking at Jem's little sister, looking back at Jem like, what do I do? I think he does not know who to go for. So I think I'm going to do this. Roll a d6. And evens will go after the fire elemental. Odds will go and subdue Jem's little sister. I think, yeah. So odds, elemental, evens, sister. Even, so it was a 6. So we're going to take out Jem's little sister. I think that's important. So Ming's going to run up to her, and he's going to smack her with his staff. He's trying to bring her down as quickly as possible. We want to do this very quickly. He gets 2 attacks, so I'm going to do both. Boom, boom. He's doing it two-handed. So first attack. So 14. Good. That's going to hit. Second attack is only going to be a 9, so that's going to miss. Nice. 7 4 equals 11 damage. Ming's going to run up with the staff. Ah, you need surrender now. And she's going to, shake her head no. He's going to swing the first time. Boom. He's going to bring a crack right across on her arm. Boom. Ah, and she's going to wince at the pain. He's going to bring it around and bring it again, and she's going to take a quick step back, and it's going to miss. So he's engaged in combat there. It's now the fire elemental's turn. Now it was given the order to, and I quote, turn them into ash. So it's going to do just that. So Jem is closest. He's going to go after Jem first. Right now, this whole room, by the way, is full of light from the elemental. He's going to attack it, and he gets 2 attacks. He's going to attack Jem with both of them. So first to hit, it's going to be a nat 1, a miss. And then second to hit is going to be a 17 + 6, 23. That definitely will hit. So the first one is a nat 1, totally misses it. I'm going to roll D100, 30% less, something bad happens. 73, nope, we're good. All right, do that for everybody. Whenever I do that whenever someone rolls a nat 1, I'm going to roll a 30% chance. The second time they roll a nat 1, it's going to be 40. The third, it's going to be 50. It's going to get higher and higher and higher every time they roll. So, all right. So 30, no problem. Second one does hit, though. That's going to be 2d6 plus 3. 2d6 plus 3 fire damage. Right, so that's 5 plus 8, 9, 10, 11 fire damage to Jem. The fire elemental is going to, just kind of pulse forward. I'm imagining in my head, it's got looks like 2 little tendrils coming out of the main body. They kind of look like arms. Some kind of like amorphous looking head with 2 beady black spots for eyes, almost like sunspots. And I'm assuming it doesn't have legs, it just has kind of like a column coming down, and it goes thinner, and then it thickens out at the end at the bottom. It looks like a fire. It looks like a giant bonfire. And so it's just kind of slides across the ground forward, comes forward and reaches forward with one of its tendrils to reach after Jem. Jem quickly and misses entirely. But when she comes kind of to reset to face it again, she gets sidewiped by the flames. It goes past her, does that fire damage. Now it's now going to be Jem's turn. So she's going to pull out her rapier and go to slash at the elemental. She gets 2 attacks. She's going to do both attacks against it. And so first one, 17 plus 7 is 24. It's going to hit. And then 8 plus 7 is a 15. Does a 15 hit? It does. Its AC is 13. So both are going to hit. And she's going to be doing 1d8 plus 4. So 2d8. So 7 and 8, that's 15. So she's going to do 15 damage, but it's a fire elemental, and that means it's got resistance to piercing, slashing from non-magical weapons. And so it's only going to be half the damage. She's going to do 7 points of damage. She's going to run up and so she's giving it her all, but the sword blade is just going to swish through the fiery, body of it, whatever. Nothing really connects. I don't feel like she hits anything solid because he's not solid. He's an elemental. And so it doesn't really feel like she did anything at all, even though she can clearly tell her sword went through the fire. It's now going to be the little sister's turn. Now, little sister, I remember I pre-generated this whole dungeon, has an escape route already planned, already ready to go. The question is, can she get there? And so Ming has come up and hit her, and so now she's going to try to get free, get by it. She's going to leave his threat space. And so she's going to leave his threat space. That means he gets an attack of opportunity. And so he will be taking advantage of that. 6 plus 7, that's going to be a 13. Her armor class is 13, I believe. It was 12. So that would definitely hit. And that's going to be a 1d6 plus 4. Nice. So 3 plus 4 equals 7 damage. So he's going to do 7 damage to her. She's going to run by, and he's going to kind of quickly jump up and kick her kind of square in the small of the back, kind of pushes her forward. She goes, as it gets hits, and she goes past it, but it doesn't stop or anything. So she's only 30 feet away from the large sarcophagus that was on the very far left side when Ming and Jem first came into the room. She's going to raise her hand, just quickly say an incantation, blah, 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 whatever that is. Her hand's going to glow. A beam of light's going to come from her hand, hit the sarcophagus, and it's going to... The lid of it is going to start cracking, and it's going to just burst open. And behind it is going to be a tunnel going down, like stairs going down. It's now back up to Ming's turn. Ming is going to see her running he see her open it up. He's actually now it's time to make a decision. Is it worth chasing her, or does he think Jem can handle the fire elemental? I mean, Jem so far has handled herself really well. Like, no problems at all. I don't think he's going to be worried specifically about her. But just to be safe, let's go to the fate chart. Will Ming choose to go fight by Jem's side? I think this is unlikely. Actually, I think it's very unlikely. I think he's pretty much going to trust her implicitly in combat. He's got nothing but evidence to suggest that she can handle herself. So very unlikely. 26. That is... Wait, that's a yes. He is going to go and help Jem. So he sees that the Jem's little sister is about to run into this tunnel. He looks over, sees Jem kind of swinging her sword ferociously at the elemental, but nothing's happening to the elemental. And so he kind of puts 2 and 2 together and thinks, yeah, maybe we need to deal with the elemental first. I mean, even if I do catch up with her, Jem might be killed, and that can't happen. And so we can always find the little sister after dealing with the elemental. So Ming's going to head to the elemental first, and he's actually going to remembering some of the things that Jem was teaching him about, specifically in the wild, how certain creatures can't really handle multiple enemies at once, and also remembering some of his own combat training at the monastery, he's going to try and flank this elemental. So he goes on the other side of the elemental and he's going to attack it. All right, so he's going to take his staff, and again, he's going to swing as hard as he can at it. Now remember, his staff's made of wood. So we've got an 11 and a 10, so that is going to be an 11, 18 to hit, 17 to hit. I think both of those are going to hit. Yes, AC 13. So then we've got 1d8 plus 4. So again, 2d8 because he's doing both attacks. Nice. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. And then 6 plus 4 equals 10. So 20 damage. But because it's not magical, it's only going to be 10 damage total. And so he's going to whoosh, whoosh. And same thing that happened to Jem's sword. It's going to go through. But whenever it goes through, his staff's going to catch on fire. Ming's staff has 7 HP essentially, and so it's going to take 5 fire damage each round until he spends an action to put the fire out, which means he'd have to give up attacking for a turn. We're going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows to make 2 unarmed strikes against it. So he's going to kind of jump up and do like a spin kick against it. 2 of them, and oh, that's why I forgot about this. He's flanking it, so those have advantage. I actually forgot to do the advantage last time, but hey, we hit it. So first one, and then we'll do the second one this one. Okay, so nice. Not so nice. Alright, so 17 plus unarmed strike, 7, so that's 23, definitely hits. 7 plus 7 equals 14, so that does hit too. Good thing we had advantage. So that's going to be 1d6 plus 4, so 2d6 plus 4. Remember, half damage because that's next level. He gets magic fists, but he didn't have it right now. So we have 8, and so 4 plus 4 was 8, 6 was 10, 18, so 9 damage from the bonus attack flurry of blows. So Ming runs up and does with the staff. The staff is on fire now, thinking, oh no. He quickly drops it to the ground, jumps up and spins, does 2 kicks. One kind of he feels his leg, his foot, his ankle and foot goes through the fire elemental's kind of head, and he feels that it's really warm. And luckily, his clothes they don't catch on fire. And he kind of lands and quickly jumps up again, gives another kick. Again, he feels the same thing, goes through, doesn't catch on fire. But he can tell he's not like any other kind of creature that would have been doing so much damage, but this isn't doing it. It's not working. So, all right, next is going to be the fire elemental's turn. Now here's the question: who's going to go after, Jem or Ming? So I think I'm going to do this. D6 evens Ming, odds Jem. 6 evens, so it's Ming. Of course, it's Ming. Alright, so he's gonna, after going through the kick, then Fire Elemental's gonna turn to Ming, and he's going to make both of his attacks against Ming. Now remember, he's at disadvantage because he's flanked right now. So, first attack is gonna, they both were 10. Okay, so 10 plus 6 is, hey, that's Ming's armor class is 17, so that will miss. And then the second one, disadvantage with a natural 20 and a 2. Woo! Thank you very much for flanking. So both of them miss, and thank God it did. So after the minute Ming lands, and his staff's still burning on the ground, the elemental reaches forward with its maw, and Ming quickly just ducks underneath it, no problem. And then this time, when he goes up, he sees the fire elemental like right here, and Ming just kind of quickly, almost like Matrix style, dodges it, and it goes past and misses Ming entirely. But that's not all that the fire elemental can do. One of the things they can do is they can be in the space of another creature, and so it's going to do that, it's going to take up one of the spaces that Ming is in, because it's a rather large creature. But whenever he does this, he will incur an attack of opportunity from Jem, who is going to try to slash at it. And so she's going to, swing with her sword. Now, before it moves, he does have advantage on her attack. So that's good. It's 19, that definitely hits. So that's 1d8 plus 4. 9, so minus half is 4 damage. So again, she doesn't do very much. They're not doing so well. I mean, they're not getting hit hard, but they are not able to really put a dent in this thing at all. So now that Ming is kind of enveloped by this thing, the first time it enters a space on a turn, the creature takes 5 fire damage automatically, no save. So that's rough. That's gonna hurt. And then until someone takes an action to, oh, I've been doing this all wrong. So the 3 times that we are heroes of attack, they've each taken 5 fire damage. So they're fighting it, and their clothes are getting singed, and they're getting warm and hot. This is not good. Not good at all. So right now, Ming, the minute the fire elemental just envelops around him, and his clothes just ignite with fire, and he starts and he starts freaking out. Like, this is not good. And so he'll have to spend an action to douse the fire. So his staff's on fire, and now he's on fire. Now he's on fire. Okay, great. And he's in the fire, so he's got to get out of there as well. Oh, goodness. All right. Ooh, this is not good. This just got really dangerous really, really fast. All right. So now it's Jem's turn. She, noticing what's going on, she's going to scream to Ming, "Get away from him! We need some kind of magic attack. Use your things. What you have. I saw you use it before. Use it again. The water thing. Do it." So she's probably, in the last week or so of traveling with Ming, she's probably seen him practicing his key magic stuff, and one of those abilities is called Water Whip. And so she's probably saying, "Hey, do that." So we'll do that. But she now has to make a choice. She knows she can't do much to the fire elemental. She knows that she's only going to be getting hurt the more she handles it. And Ming knows that now too. So she looks over and sees her sister making a beeline for whatever tunnel is down there. Is she going to go after her? I think it's somewhat likely. So fate chart, is she going to go after her? I think it's somewhat likely. That's a 30. And that is a yes. So she's going to go after her sister. Knowing that Ming has the magical abilities to handle this, or at least she thinks he does, she's gonna beeline out of here. She's going after her sister, and so she'll take her move then. So she's gonna get up really close, right up and close and personal with her little sister, taking her sword out. I don't think she wants to kill her, right? But she definitely wants to bring her down and incapacitate her. So she's gonna go for a slash, but she's not. She's not going for the neck, right? She's not trying to purposely hurt her. But still, it's combat. All right. So she's gonna roll one of her attacks. She gets 2 attacks. She's gonna roll 1 with her rapier. So 5 plus 7, that's 12. It's just barely gonna hit. Next attack is gonna be a natural 20. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Here, you can see it for yourself. There we go. Look at that. Natural 20. First attack, we'll do that real quick. Whenever she goes for the first hit, her little sister, she's going to sing like this. She's going to quickly turn around and put her hand up. And a magical barrier shield, the spell shield, is going to be activated. And Jem's sword is just going to bounce off entirely. Increases her AC by 5, so it's now 17 for the round. But with the natural 20, right, it's a critical, so we roll 2 d8s plus 4. Double the damage dice on it. Nice. So we have 6 plus 4 equals 10, and 10. So she's got 20 damage on her. So, ding! She bounces off the magic, and her sister's like, kind of rubbing her nose in a little bit. And Jem, after the recoil, kind of looks forward and just stabs. She That was a kill shot. At that moment, she wasn't trying to like keep her safe. Yeah, it's a kill shot. She stabs, shatters through the magical barrier, and just stabs really deep into the arm, right above the armpit right here. And her little sister screams in pain. Ah, yeah! And she pulls it off. Blood kind of spurts everywhere. And her little sister's like, freaking out. So Jem caught up and dealt a really serious blow, a very serious wound to her little sister. That's her turn though, and now we move on to little sister. So now she's got a choice: stay and fight, or again GTFO. Okay, so she's got one ace in the hole that she's gonna use. She's remember, she is a sorcerer. She has meta magic. So she's also going to quicken this spell. So it's going to make it it's going to make it a bonus action, which means that the only other spell she can cast is now a cantrip after this. That's okay. That's fine. So she's going to make this a bonus action, and so she's going to cast Ice Storm. And so she's going to quickly say the spell. She's going to do this. Her sister's like looking around, and then she's quickly going to reach into her canteen, pull out a drop of water, and then also reach into her component pouch and pull out some dust. She's going to go up into the air. There's going to be a swirling of, almost look to be like storm clouds above. And there's going to be a sound of freezing ice crashing against each other. Almost like thunder, but not quite. The temperature in the room is just gonna suddenly drop, at least in their area, not near the fire elemental. And so she's gonna say, "Goodbye, sister." And then from the sky, hail and ice spikes are just gonna fall down, and it's going to be centered. It's 20 feet by 20. It's a 20-foot sphere. It's going to be centered right there, hitting Jem, but just barely missing the fire elemental. She's not doing damage to the fire elemental, and so it's going to come down. This is going to hurt. This is going to really hurt. So here we go. I think this might bring her down. We'll see. 2d8. So 2d8 bludgeoning first. That's 7. So 7 bludgeoning damage. Not too bad. And then 4d6, because this is called Ice Storm. 4d6 cold damage. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Sorry. Makes the dexterity saving throw. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm wrong. So ice comes falling down. She's going to make a dexterity throw. The DC for that is going to be DC 14. All right. She rolled a 3, so that's not good. So that's only a 10. She's not going to make it. Or she won't pass that dexterity challenge. So she does take the 7 damage from bludgeoning, and then now we've got 4d6. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, that's exactly what she has left. So that's gonna bring her down to 0. So all this stuff, she looks up just barely enough to boom, 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 just gets slammed by this ice and hail from above, and she screams out, and the next thing she knows, everything goes dark. She says her hit points. Jem could die. Oh my gosh, this is not good. All right, so Jem's on the ropes. Her little sister does that. We're up to Ming's turn. So now he starts his turn, so he takes 5 damage. He's gonna get out. He doesn't. I mean, we've got to get out of here. So we are going to spend a key point to disengage, so we don't get an attack of opportunity. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away. So he is on fire. I mean, no, sorry, yeah. So he's on fire. He's going to disengage as a bonus action. I think he realizes that he's got one more round. He's got one more round. Like he knows he's hurt, but he's not going to be that hurt. I think he's going to just kind of suck it up, let the fire burn for a little bit, and take this guy out. So we've got one shot at this. He's going to spend his last 2 key points. So we're out of key points now. Oh, goodness gracious. And he's going to do Water Whip. And so what Water Whip does, you can knock it prone, or you can pull something up 25 feet. If they fail a dexterity saving throw, which DC will be 15, and they do 3d10 bludgeoning damage and an extra 1d10 bludgeoning damage for each additional key point. We only did that, so just 3d10. But it is water, and the fire elemental is susceptible to water. So I'm going to count it as if it's if the fire elemental fails, it's going to be double the damage. So we'll do the same thing as if it's a critical hit, double the dice. So DC 15 for the dexterity saving throw. Dexterity is pretty good. So let's roll. Oh, please let him get bad. Let him do bad. Please let him do bad. So he does succeed, which means it's only half damage. So I'm only going to do the regular amount of damage. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to do like if it's bonus or whatever. So 21. Oh dear me. I think that might be it. Let me double check. No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, guy's still up. Guy's still going. Alright. Is there anything else I can do? So Ming's got a little bit extra movement left. He's going to go as far away as possible. Nothing else we can do. And next, he's going to take 5 damage on his next turn. Elemental's turn. Now, again, it was given. I think this is it. I think this is it. Oh, this is so bad. I think this is it. This is when Ming's gonna die. Great. Alright. Fire Elemental was given one command. Turn into ash. So it's gonna do that. It's gonna have to fulfill its command. Gosh, where's the plot armor? We need it. So it's gonna slide up to Ming. So it's gonna roll over here. It's gonna swing at Ming. Oh, please miss. Please miss. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So 10 plus 6 equals 16. It misses. Whoo! Okay, and the second one is also is a 9. So yes. Both of them miss. So Ming, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have a chance on this. So Ming pulls back, he's on fire and he's dealing with that as well. And then the guy it just slides forward. You can hear the roar of the fire. It comes forward and it reaches forward and it just goes to grab it, and you just grab him and smack him around. And Ming just he's kind of patting himself and not really trying to dodge. No, he's not doing this on purpose, but he's like patting himself and kind of writhing in pain from the fire himself, and that's causing him to miss a bunch of the attacks. So he's there, he's doing that. Okay, I can't believe this. I can't believe that just worked out. Okay, all right. Oh gosh, this is so scary. All right, so what's gonna happen next time? We're getting close to the wire here on this. I think we're gonna This has been a long enough episode. We're gonna take it here. Next time, see the conclusion of this fight. Does Ming find a way to get out of this very, very hot situation? Is Jem gonna die? What about her little sister? Does she get away? I don't know. We'll find out next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth, the Lone Dice Guy. Have a great day. God bless.